Welcome to Eggheads, the hit BBC Two show where we test your knowledge of cocks, betas, and new males. You all get 4 potential answers to every question, so post in chat if you think you know it. The winner with the most points gets a whopping 1 million good boy points. Today's show is about YouTube personality and literal cuckold John Bain, aka TotalBiscuit. Let's start. First question. A while ago, TotalBiscuit told a fellow Twitter user to get cancer and die. In an act of karmic justice, John Bain later fell ill to terminal cancer himself. But what cancer did he get? Was it A. brain cancer, B. lung cancer, C. arse cancer, or D. testicular cancer?
So, stomach strong? Good, let's talk about it. So, I have what is right now either a precancerous or already cancerous mass inside my colon. It is about 2 centimeters in diameter, and it has been causing me, most likely for the past year and a half at least, various issues in the going to the toilet area.
If you guessed C, you'd be right. TotalBiscuit has never-ending streams of painful chit-chat out daily. Much like his YouTube content, it seems that God shares our sense of humor. Question 2. TotalBiscuit is well known for his autistic hour-long rants about frame rates and field of view sliders in his video games. But recently he took to ranting against his wife on Facebook. But what was this rant about? Was it A. she had sent flirtatious texts to another man? B. she had voted for a third-party candidate in the 2016 United States election? C. she had burnt his chicken tenders in the oven? Or D. she expressed that she actually enjoyed console games, especially Nintendo? If you guessed B, you are right. TotalBiscuit is content raising another man's son, but draws the line when you support Gary Wetzellipo, Johnson, or Jill Heckle for a shekel, Stein. It's not surprising this balding half-man would bend the knee to Hillary and even viciously attack his loved ones when they do not chill for her either. Say it with me, chat. I believe that she will win. I believe that she will win. Top kick. Next question. John Bain has done voice-over work for many mediocre Reddit-friendly indie games over time. One such game was a top-down space shooter. But what was it called? Was it A. cock, B. mong, C. cuck, or D. spaz? In case you didn't catch that, that was A. cock, B. mong, C. cuck, or D. spaz.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit. I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. WTF is spaz?
If you said D, you'd be correct. Yes, you can look it up. TotalBiscuit did voice work for a game called Spaz. Some cheeky cunt out there went, I bet we can get John Bain to act in a game called Spastic and brag about it on his channel. Even if the game was pretty forgettable, major props to that epic troll. Next question. TotalBiscuit is a massive pussy, so it wasn't surprising when he left his own damn subreddit. But what exactly did he say to address his audience in this post? Was it A. I made a career out of trying to protect my audience from bad purchases? It's hardly saintly, it's still just video games on the internet, but what's a little light entertainment/info for you is my life. That's what I get up for every day now, that's what I live for. Or was it B, you're attacking the principles that are at the core of my day-to-day life? This sounds really dramatic, but this is my life, this is all I do, I only exist to do this right now. Or was it C, what you've got is a fucked up, sad, balding, overweight guy who is good at one thing and is lucky enough to do it for a living? Or was it D, I'm seriously fucked in the head and I have been for a very long time. I cannot stop reading feedback. I can't just leave comments. I gave my Twitter to my staff months ago to try and stop me from reading it, which actually worked surprisingly. Turning off YouTube comments was great, and for a while the subreddit was small enough and friendly enough that I could actually handle dealing with it. Now I dread reading it every morning and I can't stop myself. God, how many times have I tried to get better over the last few years? Every time it's fucking failed. Every time, and I hate myself for it.
He just can't stop himself from absorbing that negative feedback, and it is literally killing him. He talks about how he is going bald, how his hair is going gray, how he actually has health problems that are being exacerbated by stress, and one of them might actually be life-threatening.
If you said A, B, C, or D, you would be correct. That's right, it was a trick question. TotalBiscuit said all of that shit. You might think whining about criticism and mental health issues and blaming your fanbase would be the behavior of a 12-year-old on DeviantArt, but these are the honest-to-God postings of our one and only John Bain. The madman actually did it. It's time for the final question. On the 2nd of September 2007, TotalBiscuit proposed to single mother and Total anchor Jenna Bain. But how heavy was she in 2011? Was she A. 206 pounds, the size of a melon-headed whale, B. 268 pounds, the size of a gray seal, C. 304 pounds, the size of a Caribbean manatee, D. 136,000 pounds, the size of a blue whale?
Sure. Initially, we had taken Crank, a protest player from South Korea, out to MLG Raleigh, and together he and I sort of went back and forth about finding more opportunities for him, because at the time he didn't have an esports team to support him.
If you said C, you would be right. Jenna was a real big gun, quite the blob, literally manatee size. Of course, upon learning of John's terminal cancer, she has begun losing a lot of that fat. Perhaps she is preparing to re-enter the sexual marketplace. Like all women, she is preparing to marry up to a hotter, younger but with more money and a bigger tackle than John. Perhaps the cynical Brit bong might enter the picture. Hang on, it seems she's calling us now to give us the scoop. Wow, very insightful commentary there. That's all we've got time for tonight on Eggheads. Remember to stay logged in to Brit Bong streams, donate, and watch Bamboozled podcast. Don't get scrambled and stay sunny side up, you fucking eggs.